Poznati oživjelom razglednicom, kako je to napisao književnik Ralf Larsen, znači koračati ulicama Sarajeva. Ovaj grad koji u sebi sažima različite kulture, tradicije i historije, nerijetko se nalazi na vrhu top lista kao najinteresantniji grad na Balkanu. Mnogobrojni turisti širom godine dolaze u Sarajevo, a neki od njih odluče i ovdje ostati. Mogli smo proteklih dana na ulicama Sarajeva vidjeti pojavu interesantnog stranca koji se integriše u BiH kulturu, istražuje domaću kuhinju, proučava jezik i narode, a potom sve to komentariše na društvenim mrežama na kojim ga prati skoro 100.000 pratilaca. Rođen u Somaliji, odrastao u Norveškoj i živio u Makedoniji, a potom se odlučio preseliti u Sarajevo. Njegovo ime je Ahmed Mustafa i poznati je na Instagramu kao Travels of Mozi. Danas ćemo čuti njegovu priču o Sarajevu. Hi Mustafa,
Hey, how you
it's
doing?
nice to see you
Same
and thank you
thing.
for being here today.
I appreciate it. It's a beautiful sunny day today, finally, and I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I cannot tell you welcome to Sarajevo because, as I can tell, you already became one of the locals.
That is so true. That is so true. I learned even the local, sentences like ba, yarane, druče. I think it's also a different way to say it, right?
Yeah, so tell me, how come you came to Sarajevo in the first place?
So initially, I was in Macedonia, and I was asked to, try the best Balkan food because I haven't really tried it yet, apparently. So, and Bosnia and Herzegovina was actually the country that had the best food, so I had to come and check it out for myself. And so far, I'm actually falling in love with it.
And except for the food, what do you also like the most here?
I was actually very, very intrigued the fact that people are very friendly, very open-minded to even learn my own cultures and my own, the way we speak, and the way we cook our own food. So it was very, very nice to even see that in general in this country.
And you said you like food, but do you like Bosnian coffee?
Oh, Bosnian coffee. How can I not like that? With that dipping of the sugar,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I suggest we go now and grab some and continue our conversation there with a filjan of coffee. Do you know what a filjan is?
Nope. What is that?
It's a cup from which we drink traditional Bosnian coffee. We will try it, and you tried it also.
Okay, I'll try
Let's
that.
go.
All right.
So, Mustafa, something about you that I think your Bosnian audience find very interesting is the fact that you notice at first, but then comment on all the different facts about our culture and our language that are, when translated in literal meaning, pretty much illogical, but we don't notice them because we don't acknowledge them anymore because we are so used to them. But when you say them, we become aware how mainly bizarre they are. One example that I remember from your videos is the time that you met a friend from Sarajevo, and he or she told you gdje si, and gdje si, when it's said in its literal meaning, means where are you, but when said as a greeting means how are you?
Yeah. There are so many sentences that when I translate it in my head, it just does not make sense. For instance, there's a scenario where I was eating at a restaurant, and the waiter came with the food and he said prijetno. Now prijetno back in Macedonia is basically saying
Bye,
goodbye,
yeah.
and I was like, wait a minute, I just got the food. What you mean? And that's an example. Another example is when they say kako da ne ba, how yes no, what are you saying? I don't understand you,
And did you get offended when the waiter told you prijatno?
Yeah, I was like, Czeki? I mean, molim, what do you mean, It's so strange.
And tell me, when we talk in general, is it difficult to travel alone?
It is. Like traveling alone, specifically to a country that you've never been to before, is very challenging because, you don't know anyone and you need to restart your whole life. Get new friends, socialize a lot, But, good thing about Bosnia is that, it wasn't that hard. People were very friendly in general, and that actually helped me to gain more and more friends here.
And what would be the parameters when you choose a destination to choose that particular destination? Based on what do you choose?
So initially, first and foremost, I do not do any research when I move to a new country. I just literally move and then I see what happens, But my whole goal, the whole reason I'm doing this, social media thing is to promote the Balkan, so that people can see that, it's not only Paris, London, Milano, you have beautiful cities across the Balkan region as well. And also I want to become the #1 Black Balkan entertainer, right? So that makes me, stay in the Balkan region and promote as much as possible.
And what does your audience say? Do they like your videos? Do you make them laugh? You made me laugh.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone, because no one expected. No one thinks out of my perspective as a foreigner. As a Bosnian, when you speak, saying Gedeci is normal. You don't think twice about it. But as a foreigner, when you say it, it's a bit strange. So everyone finds it very funny, and I'm so happy to bring happiness to the people.
And who explains to you the right meaning of the words in Bosnian? Like, where do you learn the meaning of those things that you don't understand initially?
Well, initially it starts with Google Translate, which gives me the worst translation ever.
Yeah.
Right? And then after that comes the so-called, my friends sometimes help me out. For instance, in Bosnia there's a girl, a tutor. Her name is Amina. So she's been very helpful in terms of showcasing and teaching me the actual meaning of the Bosnian language.
So you told me you don't know what a filjan is, so it's this kind of cup from which we drink Bosnian coffee. Who taught you to drink Bosnian coffee properly?
Well, yes, so there was a guy in actually Skopje, he's Bosnian, and he told me, listen, when you go to Bosnia, make sure you dip the sugar into the coffee before you do anything. The first thing I did when I came to Sarajevo, I dipped the whole sugar into the cup.
And you said you like the food, so what kind of food here do you like? What is your favorite dish?
So far, I think the best dish that I've had was, I'm not sure if the right word is klepe.
Yeah,
the pasta with the white sauce.
And did you learn the differences between all of the traditional Bosnian pies that we find very particular in our naming them?
Yeah, that's I heard. So I'm very bad with the actual
pronunciations,
yeah. But I'm gonna try my best. So you have the burek, which is the meat. Then you have the sireniace. Yes. All right. Oh, okay.
Great.
And then you have the.
That one is the hardest.
The Spanish one. Zeljanicka.
Great. Great, amazing.
How is this possible? Okay, look at that. Okay, not bad.
Great. And you told me you like a lot of stuff about Bosnia, and did you ever consider to live here for the longer time?
Yes, so I'm thinking about staying here for 3 months at least, right? Because with the Norwegian passport, you can only stay for 3 months without visa, and then you need to apply for a visa. But I heard generally in the whole Balkan region, when it comes to applying a visa, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So.
And did you visit any of other cities except Sarajevo?
Mostar, breathtaking. I've also been to Jošanicka.
Yeah.
They have the best lamb.
Yeah.
So those 3 are the ones that I've been to so far. I'm thinking about going around to every single city eventually. But I think that's going to be happening after when the actual snow disappears and cold disappears,
So Mustafa, thank you so much for being here today, and I wish you so many more interesting videos about Bosnia, and I wish that you accomplish your wish to visit all of the cities in Bosnia.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be at Hayat. Thank you.
Thank you. A poštovani gledalci, evo čuli smo, mi ćemo sigurno ostati uživati u Sarajevu i u bosanskoj kafiji, pijajući zrake sunca, ali i sve ono lijepo što ovaj grad nudi. A evo, shodno današnjem razgovoru, nekada i sami nismo svjesni šta to lijepo ovaj grad nosi i možda nam je nekada i potreban neko eksterni da nas na to napomene. Evo, današnja priča bila je upravo o tome.